We're now with the Metropolitan Clerk, and if you could introduce yourself and your colleague and then make whatever brief budgetary presentation you'd like to make.
Perfect. Thank you so much. First, I wanted to thank you guys for the opportunity to meet and review the Metropolitan Clerk's budget request for the fiscal year 2015. To my right is Austin Kyle. He is a newer employee to our office. He is going to be taking the duties for Vicki Long, who has been a valuable resource to our office and is planning her upcoming retirement just after the fiscal year. So we were lucky enough to have Austin come on and start cross-training. She carries a number of roles in our office, and so it's been a very successful transition so far, and we're looking forward to Vicki starting to enjoy her over 20 years of service and retirement and having Austin join us.
Welcome. Thank you.
So just to review our accomplishments, the Metropolitan Clerk's Office, in partnership with Metro ITS and Finance, implemented online lobbyist registration and reporting options for Metro's lobbyist registration program this year. Our office also processed 430 resolutions and 302 ordinances, which don't include amendments or substitutions, and scanned over 1,500 contracts for fiscal year 2014. We maintain bi-weekly changes to Metro boards and commission member rosters and gather annual reporting requirements, such as the disclosure and benefit reporting statements. We also continue to provide legal certifications very quickly and turn those around very quickly to all of our members and groups. With the assistance from Metro ITS, Council Office, Purchasing, and Finance, we recently contracted a new and improved legislative voting and management system solution for Metro. The new system will help streamline and automate Metro's legislative functions and allow council members to view and vote on legislative items during meetings. The Record Center received and addressed over 6,500 requests this past year, added over 4,400 new containers for storage, and destroyed over 2,700 containers in accordance with departmental retention and destruction policies. We also successfully transitioned the alarm registration program to the Department of Codes as of July 1, 2014. Our goals for the upcoming year include our plans to work closely with all appropriate parties as we implement the new legislative voting and management system solution for Metro. Our goal is a successful implementation of this solution in a timely and efficient manner. We also plan to explore future capabilities of the new legislative management system to solution to see if they can assist other parts of Metro. Based on the solution we got, it probably is going to have limited to no additional cost. So if we can help provide some of that automation to some of our other boards and commissions, we're going to explore those options. The Record Center continues to educate and assist departments storing records in the Record Center, creating retention and destruction policies, and adhering to those schedules for maximum efficiency. We'll continue to monitor secure destruction to ensure the most cost-efficient use of this resource. Our ongoing strategic issue that we continue to have in the Record Center is watching and monitoring our space and shelving as we approach capacity in the current space. So we are continuing to develop and implement policies with departments to achieve maximum efficiency in record storage and retention.
Okay, very good. And do you have any budget requests or issues?
Not necessarily. We had, as usual, we had proposed our 3%, which we are able to accommodate. We do have an increase in our budget, and it's only related to the operating cost of our new legislative voting management system, which was a necessary purchase as our current system is starting to fail.
So this is for the licensing and maintenance
Correct.
of that?
First year you have to pay that? Shouldn't you get the first year free?
Well, we're not paying it yet,
Yeah,
so that's the good part. And I like the way that they've structured some of the licensing cost. It's not a per user fee. So Metro's going to own our solution. And as we add users or we find additional functionality that may assist other departments or broaden, we're not going to get nickel and dimed on that, which is certainly my preference. I've spoken with Mr. Riebling about hoping to, maybe incur some more upfront costs and try to lower some of the ongoing cost option. And this solution by far was the cheapest as far as an ongoing maintenance option. So Mr. Riebling and I both agreed that that was, from an ongoing cost perspective, limiting that would be our best bet.
And then your 3% reduction, $17,400, would not have any impact on the office? And then
Not right now.
Okay.
Just from salaries. We have younger employees or new employees like myself and Mr. Kyle that we have an opportunity to save that. But our budget is pretty limited when you look at it. It's a fairly small budget. And a lot of our ongoing and kind of bigger costs are kind of the cost of doing business. We have to, advertise in the Tennessean. That's a pretty tremendous cost out of our office. So most of ours are legislative function requirements, so.
Have you seen an increase because of the amount of, zoning work? I mean, I'm thinking back to the recession when you'd have public hearings and there'd be a 2 or 3 page docket, and now your docket, the agendas are quite, my lawyer and me.
That's a great lawyer.
I'm sorry, the agenda is not dockets, we're not in court. You had longer agendas now because of the amount of real estate activity in the city?
Absolutely, because each of those zoning changes requires a newspaper of general circulation. The only option we have is the Tennessean. So, and they certainly charge for their services. But yes, certainly an increase with the amount of zoning that we do have to advertise. We are doing a lot also to maintain, our secure destruction cost. The Record Center is actually tracking weights so that we can see in individual departments and individual containers. Do we need more use in some areas and less use in other areas? But as that cost goes up, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It means people are properly using the bins and that they are not continuing to pose the retention costs that we have going in the Record Center, because we are fast approaching capacity. Mr. Riebling had been out to our space a couple of years ago, and this was certainly one of my critical concerns that I looked at as I came into the clerk's role.
Okay, good. Well, thanks for doing a great job. Thanks for the good report, and we'll do the best we can.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time.
Thank you. Shannon.